Hello students, I am your educator Ritu. In today's video, we will learn about blood groups. Various types of grouping has been done, and among those grouping, two such groupings are ABO grouping and RH grouping. So first of all, we will learn about ABO grouping. ABO grouping is generally based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens, and those surface antigen mainly present on RBCs, and their name is A and B. Similarly, the plasma of different individuals contain two natural antibodies. It says that two different antigens are present on the surface of RBCs, and against those antigens, two natural antibodies are present on the surface of plasma. Antigens named are A and B, and antibodies named are anti-A and anti-B. Now we will talk about what are antigens. Antigens are the chemicals that can induce immune responses, also called agglutinogen, mostly protein present at the surface of RBCs. These are the chemicals that can induce immune responses. They are generally considered as the foreign particles that can invade our body, and after that our body made some immune response against that. These are generally protein in nature and present at the surface of RBCs. And then antibody, the protein that produced in response to antigen, also called agglutinin, protein present in plasma against antigens. These antibodies are present in plasma. They are generally work against antigens. They are also protein in nature and they are produced in response to antigens. There are four blood groups: A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group and O blood group. So, according to which kind of blood group and according to that which kind of antigens are present on RBC and antibodies are present in plasma, we will discuss in this table. If the blood group is A, then the antigen on RBC will be A and the antibody will be anti-B. If the blood group is B, then antigen will be B and antibody will be anti-A. If the blood group will be AB, then the antigen will be A and B and antibodies will be nil. That means 0. If the blood group is O, then antigen will be nil and antibodies will be anti-A and anti-B. After studying this table, we can consider as O group is universal donor and AB is universal recipient. Universal donor means it can give blood to all the persons of different kind of blood group. That means it can give blood to blood group of A, blood group of B, blood group of AB and blood group of O. AB is universal recipient. Recipient means receiver. That means AB can receive blood from all the person of different kind of blood group. That means it can receive blood from A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group and O blood group. During blood transfusion, any blood cannot be used. The blood of a donor has to be carefully matched with the blood of a recipient. Before any blood transfusion, to avoid severe problems of clumping, including destruction of RBC, so there should be donors compatibility. So in blood group A, the donor will be blood group A and blood group O, as O is universal donor. And in blood group B, the donor will be blood group B and blood group O. AB is universal recipient, so the donor can be AB blood group, A blood group, B blood group, O blood group. And O blood group, the donor will only be O. Now, genes for ABO blood grouping. These blood groups are generally controlled by the gene I. I stand for isoagglutinin. The gene I has three alleles, that is IA, IB and small I. IA and IB form different form of sugars, that is capital A and capital B, which we called as antigens that are present on RBC, but small I does not produce any sugar. Because human are diploid organisms, so each person possess any two of the three I gene alleles. IA and IB are completely dominant over small I. But if IA and IB are present together, they both express their own type of sugar. This is because of codominance. When IA and IB are togetherly present, they will express their own sugar, that is A and B, and both were shown in the genotype of the offsprings. And this is the phenomena which we call codominance. Co means both, dominance means they will express their characters. ABO blood grouping is also an example of multiple alleles. As we have discussed, the I gene has three alleles, that is IA, IB and small I. So it is an example of multiple alleles. That means a gene has multiple alleles. In this table, you can see that in blood group A, if allele from parent 1, if IA allele from parent 1 and IA allele from parent 2, then the genotype will be IA and IA. So the blood group will be A blood group. And if the genotype is IA and from one parent and IB from the parent 2, then the genotype will be IA and IB and the blood group will be AB. It is the case of codominance because A and B both express themselves, so the blood group will be AB. Then IA and small I, then the genotype will be IA and I. In this, only A will express itself as small I does not produce any sugar. So the blood group will be capital A. Then if case of blood group B, then the conditions will be IB from parent 1 and IA from parent 2. Then the genotype will be IA and IB. Then the blood group will be AB. This is again the case of codominance, as capital A and capital B both express themselves, so the blood group will be AB. Again then IB and IB, that the genotype will be IB. That means it has only B, so B produce one kind of sugar, so the blood group will be only B. Again the IB from parent 1, small I from parent 2, then the genotype of offspring will be IB and small I. In this, only B can show their characters and small I does not, as it does not produce any sugar, so the blood group of the offspring will be B. And in case of O blood group, this is only one case, that is small I from parent 1, small I from parent 2. Then the genotype of the offspring will be small I, and the blood group of offspring will be O blood group. Because as I does not produce any sugar, though both the alleles are small I, so the blood group will be O. I hope you will get this. Now the second one, RH grouping. RH stands for rhesus monkeys, as this RH antigen similar to one that is present in rhesus monkeys, so that this blood grouping is also named as RH grouping. RH stands for rhesus. RH is also observed on the surface of RBCs of majority, nearly 80%. As we seen in the ABO grouping, antigens are present on the RBCs. Similarly, in RH grouping, these are also present on the surface of RBCs. These are considered as on the presence of RH. If RH is present on RBC, then the person will considered as RH positive. And if the RH is not present on the surface of RBC, then the individual will be considered as RH negative. Then there is a special case we studied in RH grouping, that is erythroblastosis fetalis. It is a disease in which if Rh negative person exposed to Rh positive blood, then specific antibodies are formed against Rh antigen. A special case of Rh incompatibility has been observed between Rh negative blood of a pregnant mother with Rh positive blood of the fetus. In their first pregnancy, the Rh antigen of fetus is not get exposed to the mother Rh negative blood as they are separated by placenta. But during delivery, there is a chance of exposure of Rh positive blood of fetus and Rh negative blood of mother. So in case of subsequent pregnancy of the same mother, the mother Rh antibodies can destroy the fetal RBCs of the fetus. This could be fatal to the fetus or could cause severe anemia and jaundice to the body. So in this we can see that if Rh negative person exposed to Rh positive, then specific antibodies are formed. So this is a disease case which we have seen in the pregnant mothers. In their first pregnancy, if the mother is Rh negative and the baby is Rh positive, then there is no case of formation of specific antibodies as the blood are separated with the help of placenta. But during delivery, there is a chance of transfusion of fetus blood to the mother. So in against the fetus blood that is already Rh negative, some antibodies are formed in the body of mother by a process called autoimmunization. And because of these antibodies, in subsequent pregnancy, the mother Rh antibodies can destroy the fetal RBCs. So this could be fatal to the fetus, that cause the death of the fetus. As the RBCs are destroying, so maybe anemia can cause in that child and jaundice to that child. There is a strategy which we can apply to avoid this situation by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the mother after first delivery. That means after first delivery, if we given anti-Rh antibodies to the mother, we can avoid this situation. And now how we can detect the blood group. So in which we use anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera Rh. First of all, what is serum? Serum is plasma minus clotting factor. Plasma generally contains clotting factor but in inactive forms, and serum is plasma minus clotting factor. That means serum is considered as plasma but without clotting factors. Anti-sera A, that means serum that contains antibody A. Anti-sera B means serum that contains antibody B. Anti-sera Rh, that means serum that contains antibody Rh. So now you look at this table. If we have to consider A blood group, then first of all these are the three bottles: anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera Rh. These are the blood samples. If we put anti-sera A in all of these, if we put anti-sera A in one blood sample, anti-sera B in the second one and anti-sera Rh in the third one, if we show clumping means destruction of RBCs, that means that will be the blood group of the person. So if anti-sera A is put in the sample 1, anti-sera B is put in the sample 2 and anti-sera Rh put in the sample 3, we have seen the clumping is present in sample 1. In sample 2 there is no clumping and in sample 3 there is clumping. So where there is clumping, that means that will be the blood group of the person. So clumping is seen in the condition where anti-sera A is put in the sample. So the blood group will be A positive, as anti-sera Rh also show clumping. If clumping is present, that means Rh positive. If clumping is not present, that means Rh negative. So the blood group will be A positive. In second case, if we again anti-sera A in sample 1, anti-sera B in sample 2 and anti-sera Rh in sample 3. We have seen the clumping in sample 1 and sample 2 both. That means the blood group will be AB. But in case of Rh, there is no clumping, so the blood group will be AB negative as Rh is absent. In the third case, in sample 1 there is no clumping, in sample 2 there is clumping and in sample 3 there is no clumping. That means in sample 1 where anti-sera A is put, there is no clumping, anti-sera B is put, there is clumping, and anti-sera Rh is put, there is no clumping. So the blood group will be B negative, as B shows clumping and Rh shows no clumping, that means B negative. Again antigen, if in the fourth case, if in first sample there is no clumping, in second sample there is no clumping, in third sample there is clumping. That means in first sample where anti-sera A is put, there is no clumping, that means absent. second B where is put, there is absent, that means B is also absent, but only RH is present, that is RH positive, that means O positive. Where A antigen is also absent and B antigen is also absent, that blood group is considered as O. We have discussed is earlier, so the blood group will be O positive. This is how we can detect the blood group of different people.